So, have you said Merry Christmas and cheese?
I like to do it this way, like.
Oh, yes. Cool.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Sexy sax, yes.
In 2013, Gemma and Philip Carr started up the Ciarán Carr Foundation in memory of their son Ciarán.
Hi, my name is Philip Carr. This is my wife Gemma. This evening we're here for the Ciarán Carr annual busk. For 9-10 years now, almost. Our friend Colin Gavin, one of Ciarán's friends, has taken the initiative. He started off on the main street with probably about a dozen people, and it's on an annual basis, it's just grown and grown and grown.
In the early portion of 2010, 2011, Glenn Hansard had started the Christmas Busk on Grafton Street, and I was just absolutely captivated by the idea that musicians could come together at Christmas, have a common collective goal, play a couple of tunes, people give whatever they can, and that goes towards a given charity. When the foundation started, they were constantly looking for ways that they could raise money, and inventive ways that wasn't just the obvious shaking of buckets at Christmas time. I remember Glenn Hansard said his goal for the busk was that further down the road, wouldn't it be lovely if in every town and every city across Ireland and across the world at Christmas time, the local musicians would come together and raise money for a local charity or someone who was, you know, as they say in The Grinch, needs a backslap and a toast at Christmas when they need it the most, and just give it over to them. You know, really straightforward, whoever is hurting the worst at that time. And so, one, to preserve the memory of my friend and just to remember him, I could think of nothing better than musicians getting together, singing a couple of tunes, and the money that we raise just goes directly to the foundation.
Ciarán died in January 2012, and he was 21 8 weeks later, and we decided to keep his birthday, as we had booked it in Round Terrace GA Club, and it was a night to remember Ciarán, it was called. So after that then his friends said to us, maybe we should do something, you know, and try and prevent this, or do something to try help people, to give them information about the different things about heart disease and that type of thing. So we got together anyway, and we had a meeting in the Round Terrace, and on the 4th of April 2013, the following year, Jim Gavin launched the Ciarán Carr Foundation for us in Croke Park. On the day, sure, he died, he'd been up playing.
He played golf with me. He played 6 holes of golf. The time of the year, obviously, we went up a little bit late, so we weren't going to get anything more than 6 holes in. And then he came home and he was going to go training.
Yeah.
Or sorry, you did go training.
He went training. He left the house about 6:25, and he just said to me, his friend was 21 that night, and he was having a party. And he said to me, I won't be late because I'm not drinking tonight. He said, I have to be in Bray Beach tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. The team are going to train. So he said, I'll be out of here at 5:30. And I said, right. So he said, have a curry ready about 9 o'clock and I'll go down to Mark's 21st. He said, you know, just for an hour or two. I said, fine. And we were watching Coronation Street, and about the credits were actually going up on Coronation Street, and the phone rang. And one of the lads on the phone, he said, hi Gemma, and it was Barry actually, Barry's phone. And I went, hi Barry. He said, no, it's not Barry, it's H here. And I said, oh hi. He said to me, look, Ciarán's after collapsing, could you come down? And I said, oh yeah. So of course my immediate reaction to Philip was, here we go again, telehospital, because between breaks and ankles and arms and everything,
fingers,
you know. So down we went, and when we were pulling into Moy Park College, the lads were standing out waiting for the ambulance to guide them in. And we knew then we were in trouble, there was something wrong. So at that stage, the paramedics hadn't arrived, but they were first to arrive. And then the ambulance arrived, and then the fire brigade arrived.
Yeah.
So when I got out of the car, all the lads came over and said, come on, sit in the car here with us. And I said, no, I'm going in. I said, no, you're not going in. So Philip went in, and let Philip go in. And when Philip went in, they were defibbing Ciarán. So Philip knew we were in trouble. So unfortunately, he never regained consciousness, he was gone. So we went to telehospital, and they worked on him for about half an hour, 40 minutes. And I remember looking at the clock saying, and they were just, I said, you're hurting him, I'm hurting him. I said, stop. I said, no. So unfortunately, he was gone. There's no coming back.
There's one thing we always said about Ciarán. Ciarán can go into an empty room of, sorry, not an empty room, a full room of people, not knowing an individual, and come out knowing everybody. He just had a way about him, he had a charm about him, and people, I think people loved him equally as much as he loved them. They just loved his company.
Go out and sing your hearts out. If you didn't know Ciarán, he was a magical spirit and a wonderful soul. That's what we're celebrating. But it's speaking to the collective good and asking of the collective good of people to give what they can, to raise awareness and to shine a spotlight on a very good cause, a very decent cause. This is what it's all about. We're Meal Moggles. Thank you for being with us. Let's hear you. There is a wonderful word in Irish, mehel. And mehel, to simply translate, or to give roughly the translation of what it means, is the idea that if John Joe's shed falls down in the village, that the people come together, raise up the money and help John Joe put his shed back together.
Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas I gave you my heart.
We're trying to educate as many people as we can in the skill of CPR and how to use an AED.
You don't know when someone that you know might benefit from the equipment that is bought through the Ciarán Carr Foundation.
We're just buying the poor individual who's after having a cardiac arrest. All we're doing is buying them time.
I must say, really, it's the people of Clondalkin who have kept us going.
One of the beautiful things that goes back to what I said about mehel is this idea that when you offer up community spirit of any description, people rally together.
Now I know what a fool I've been, but if you kiss me now, you know you fool me again. Last Christmas I gave you my heart.
Má tá Jones siar ar curve again in a Thomas Lansassi the Hogal do Carnacht on Tavak Clondalkin shot and Ciarán Carr Foundation.
Everything that comes in goes back out.
There's a magic in the air. I always used to say when you walk through Clondalkin village on the night of the busk, there's an energy. And it's a palpable energy, and it's beautiful. And the spirit of charity in the air as well is something that you can't turn your face away from. So it brings out the best in people. And if that's one way that Ciarán's memory can be extended long into the future, he was the essence of charity, and it's reflected in people at this time of year.